So welcome to Optimizing Planning for Field Service Excellence webinar presented by me, Matthew da Silva, a consultant at Gumoja. So let's first look into our agenda for today. During the webinar, I will present these two functionalities, order grouping functionality and engineer idle time status indicator. We will look into their overview and goals of the functionality, use cases. For the order grouping, we will look into the integration with automatic scheduler, customer value, and a short demo for both. So let's go order grouping. What it is? The order grouping feature allows users to group related service orders into single project based on a shared field, customer ID on or any other custom field that is in your system. Once bundled, the group of orders is treated as one project, simplifying planning, scheduling, and execution. Think of it as a smart grouping for work orders with optional logic to inherit common properties from the grouped orders. For example, it will inherit the technicians, it will inherit all the skills that are required for the groups, and they will be put into the project, and SLAs of course. So let's look why it matters to you. So why this feature is important to you. It consolidates work related work. It bundles orders for the same customer or whatever other field you need into a single project to avoid redundant actions. It reduces travel and handling time. Make sure the technicians aren't sent twice to the same location or area unnecessarily. So for example, if you have a couple of customers that are located in the same area and you need to go do maintenance for all of them, this feature will group the orders into a project, and then the technician goes and executes the orders one by one, and the travel time is only once. It enhances scheduling accuracy. Force grouping when automatic planning alone doesn't achieve the desired results. So the automatic scheduler does 80%, but you want 100. So you want the moment you enter, if you enter your orders in your ERP, in your back system, they come to Gumoja, they're getting grouped uh, depending on how you configured it, depending on the field, and then it gets automatically scheduled if you use the automatic scheduler, and then everything it's one automated single process. And that's the other value why it's important to you. It's automated bundling, run bundling rules on a recurring basis for dynamic grouping of new orders. So let's look into two use cases. The first one, it's multiple orders for the same customer. And the second one, it's multiple orders for different customers in a shared area. So the first one, let's imagine the situation that, of course, many field service organizations often receive several service orders for the same customer location. To optimize efficiency, these orders can be bundled together and assigned to the same technician for a single visit. The key logic in this use case is the customer ID that is used as a field to identify orders to bundle. So based on the customer ID, the users are being grouped and then into a single project, and then the project can be planned. And inside of the project, you can have multiple orders depending on what you need to do on the customer location. So when the orders are bundled, the address is the same, of course, because the customer is the same. So the address is parsed from the order to the project. The opening hours are the same. The SLA, it's the intersection of all orders. So basically, if you have one order with a shorter and one order with a longer SLA, the project will have an SLA for the combined with the combined dates and the combined duration. The skills, they're a union of all required skills for the orders that are going to be bundled, and the technician must be the same. So this use case. It's focused when you have one customer and you need to exit when you have the same customer and you have multiple orders there. The next scenario focuses on multiple orders for different customers in a shared area. In locations where multiple customers share the same areas, such as office complexes, airports, or campuses, it's beneficial to group orders by address or zone rather than by customer alone. This approach minimizes redundant trips and optimizes technician routes, especially in environments with entry procedures or restricted access. The key logic here is the geographical location that it's used as the field to identify orders to bundle. So it can be a zip code, it can be a city, it can be a street. So depending on your specific use case, you can configure this field. The SLA here, it's again the intersection of all orders that will be grouped. The skills, it's union of all the skills that are needed for all the orders inside of the project. And the technician must be the same. So now let's look how to combine the order grouping with the automatic scheduler. What is in for you if you're already using the automatic scheduler and you want to combine this feature with it. So the first value delivered is seamless workflow efficiency. Grouping related orders before scheduling ensures the scheduler treats bundled orders as a single project. This eliminates redundant planning steps and reduces manual intervention, streamlining the entire scheduling workflow. Improve scheduler accuracy and compliance. Combining grouping with scheduling helps enforce business rules like grouping orders that must be handled by the same technician or within specific time windows, improving adherence to SLAs and reducing missed or delayed service calls. The next value for using both of the functionalities is increased technician productivity. By reducing idle travel and consolidating tasks, technicians spend more time working on actual service orders, leading to higher daily output and better resource utilization. And the last one, but not the least, of course, it's a better customer experience. Customers benefit from fewer visits, shorter wait times, and more reliable scheduling. Bundling orders means less disruptions and more predictable service. So again, this slide focuses on combination of the two, but it doesn't mean you can't use the order grouping without the scheduler. You can simply use only one of them. It's no problem. Here I just highlighted what's the value for you if you use them all, if you use them both. Next slide just focused on the overview value delivered to you if you want to use the order grouping functionality. First one, it's operational efficiency. That means less redundant planning and fewer technician dispatches. Second one is reduced travel time, fewer site visits, lower fuel costs, and reduced emissions. Third one, improved scheduling accuracy, better alignment with technician skills and SLAs, automation, repeated bundling with dynamic criteria, no manual grouping required, and better customer service, fewer interruptions, and more predictable service. So now let me show you quickly how you can configure this and what exactly the words I just said mean, like how it is visualized in our platform, in our portal. So you can find it, you can find the order grouping here under service orders. And this is just a test I did, so I can show you what it is and how it is configured. So here you just give it a name. You specified the project type because some of the customers have multiple project types. So here you need to specify which one exactly, or if you have only one, then it's simple enough. then the status of the project should be, so the moment the orders are grouped and the project is created, what status do you want to give it? In this case, we give it a status unplanned, but we can, depending on the use case you have, you can give it a different status. Next thing that should be configured is the activity status type to bundle. So here we say that we want to group to bundle only unplanned orders. Again, depending on the use case, you can say I want to group only, for example, created orders. So it gets all created orders for the same customer, as we can see here, because field on work order to bundle on. That's the field that's one of the most important functionalities and configurations here, because you say all the orders that have the same customer, they have the status created, and therefore the activity types, for example, all inspection and installations order, these should be all bundled together. But as you can see, this is fully configurable. So here you can choose whatever activity types you need. And here it is the same. You can see the list. It's very long, and it really depends on what exactly you need. So here we have options. Next configuration, it's options for newly created projects. So here it's maximum duration in minutes. That means, for example, if we want to say, okay, when we bundle orders and they're automatically put into a project, we say the project should be with a duration of 8 hours, or for example, 8 hours. The duration is minutes, so we need to convert it in minutes, of course, but yeah, here we say the maximum duration of the project, so it doesn't go above 8 hours, which is, I guess, for most of your customers is the maximum there. Next one, it's what do you want to copy from the orders to the project. So we want, for example, to copy the preferred engineer, the SLA hours, opening hours, the skills, of course, or to enforce same customer for bundle. Next is auto scheduling job active time period. So here you mention for what period of time you want this functionality to work. So you want the orders to be grouped into a project. In my case, because it's just a test, it's just a month. But here, the start date, you can configure it however you want. It's fully customizable. Or if you want it to run as long without any stop, you can just click forever, and then it won't stop grouping orders. And the last step, it's recurring settings. So of course you first fill in the time zone. And here we say, for example, in this case, we say that every day at 12:30, we want the orders, the system to get all the orders and group them into a project. Of course, all the orders that are created, all inspections, installations orders for the same customer. But here you can do it, for example, for every week on Monday or Tuesday, or only Monday or only Thursday, whatever you need, or every month on a specific date, if that's the use case, or even every year on a specific date. So that's basically how the configuration for this functionality is done. And yeah, more or less that is. Do you have any questions or any remarks? Anything that's not clear for this functionality? Okay, I guess no. So then we jump into the next one, and that is the engineer idle time status indicator, What it is? The engineer idle time status indicator provides real-time visibility into a technician's availability. So what does it mean? When a technician is not actively engaged in a service tasks, their status is updated to idle. Dispatchers can easily identify idle technician in real time from the plan board, and this allows for quick reassignment of tasks, optimizing technician utilization. Why it matters to you? Maximized workforce utilization. By identifying idle technicians in real time, you ensure that all technicians are continuously engaged, making full use of available resources. Reduced unproductive time. Idle time is minimized as technicians can quickly be reassigned to new tasks or high priority requests, improving overall productivity. Lower operational costs. With better utilizations of technicians, you can reduce overtime, unnecessary travel, and overall service costs, and increased SLA compliance. By reallocating idle technicians to active tasks, you can maintain better control over service delivery times, ensuring compliance with SLAs and improving customer satisfaction. Let's look into a use case for this functionality, managing technician availability in real time. The scenario is, imagine a field service company has multiple technicians working across various sites with each with different service requests and locations. At any given time, some technicians may be idle due to delays, cancellations, or wait times for parts. The challenge is that without visibility into technicians' idle time, these technicians could remain underutilized, leading to inefficiencies, missed opportunities, and increased operational costs. How the engineer idle time status indicator helps. The system automatically detects when a technician is idle and updates their status in real time. Dispatchers can immediately see which technicians are idle and reassign them to new tasks or urgent requests, and the feature ensures that idle time is minimized, allowing technicians to stay productive throughout their shifts. So the overall value from this functionality is smarter workforce management, real-time insights into technician availability for better scheduling decisions, reduced idle time, less technicians downtime leads to more completed jobs per day, faster response to urgent requests, quickly identify and assign idle technicians to priority tasks, improved SLA compliance, better technician utilizations improves adherence to response and resolution targets, lower operational costs, maximizing technician productivity reduces overtime travel and idle time labor costs, and dynamic adjustments. Live status updates enable real-time schedule changes with minimal effort. But let's see this in practice and how to set it up. So you need a couple of things to make this functionality work. So first, you need to make sure that it's enabled in the system settings. So you go to system settings, planning settings here, and this is what you need to show engineer idle time. And this 5 means that every 5 minutes, the system will check the idle time of the engineer, and it will indicate to you if some of them are idle. The important thing here is that digit. It's basically when the system checks it. It can be 5 minutes, it can be 1 minute, it can be 30 minutes, or even every hour. It's fully dependent on what you need. Next step to set this up, it's you need to make sure that it is enabled into the technician or the user. In my case, this is my user, and here, or this one, oh, sorry for the disruption. So, and let's come back. We go to the user and we need to make sure that this is enabled. So track idle time for current day. This here, this square, it should be clicked so the system checks the idle time for this specific engineer. And this should be done for all engineers that you want to track. Next one is you need to make sure that the engineers you want to check the idle time for that they have schedules assigned to them. So as you can see, my user, it has schedule for this week and for next week. So in these days that he has schedule assigned, the system will check the idle time. And let's see now the end result. Here, that is the indicator basically. So you can see that my user, this engineer, doesn't have anything scheduled today, so he's fully idle, and that's why the indicator tells you, okay, you need to assign him something. But that's not the only place you see it. You see it too on the ribbon right here, on the warnings. See, we have 3 engineers that are idle. They don't have anything to do, so you need to assign them something. How do we remove this? So basically, if you want to snooze it or remove the notification, you just basically click here, and it is removed. And you can do the same from here. If you want, you just clear the notification. It's important to say that once you snooze this notification, this indicator, it won't appear again this day. It will appear the next day. And that is per planner, of course. So if somebody else now logs and comes to this plan board, he will see the indicator. It is snoozed only for me. So that's important thing to say about it. But you can see that the indication is very clear, and yeah, you can track how are your engineers doing, and if they don't have work live all the time through the plan board. So yeah, that was it. The 2 functionalities I wanted to present to you. Do you have any questions about the second one, about the idle time indicator?
Maybe it's good to add something, Matthew, that if you want to exclude specific activity types from that idle time, that you can exclude them as well.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
for example, the travel home.
yeah. It's here. We can just the example you gave. We go into master data. We find the activity type we need, and travel home. And this is the field ignore for idle time calculation. So yeah, thank you, Marcel, for reminding me. So yeah, and you can do this for any activity type that works for you. It basically, it just ignores the notification, so you won't receive any indication for this specific activity type. Yep. Any other questions or remarks? No, then thank you very much for attending. And yeah, have a nice day all.